What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Kiwan, and I am back with The Real Housewives of Rhode Island, Season 1, Episode 10, Fools Rushing. Before I start, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Click the notification bell button so you can be updated on every video. Make sure you like the video so I can stay in the algorithm. I cannot even believe we're at Episode 10 already. I actually enjoy this show. For all of you, for everybody that don't know, I completely dropped every housewife show except for Rhode Island. I can't deal with the. I won't. For me, what is it? Atlanta. K. Michelle has really made everything is so insufferable for me. The Ladies of Potomac has made life insufferable for me. Did Beverly Hills and Miami before it went off. So yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna maybe watch it here and there, but you won't get a review out of me. But I will be reposting everybody's reviews and panels. My faves, I'll be reposting their reviews and panels. So again, I apologize, y'all, but I just cannot. I cannot. I'll take the ratchery of OWN and all the other shows like WeTV and OWN and all of that, and my scripted TV, okay, scripted shows. So yeah, and I have peace about it. I really do. I was really struggling because I didn't want to do it, but I now have peace about it, and I feel like that's really important to me. And I really want to make y'all happy, but I have to do what's right for me. So, with all of that being said, Rhode Island, everybody. So, the episode picks back up with the ladies arriving at Rich's show. And Alicia feels like Liz should have not questioned her out of respect for her and her family. And she also should not have talked to her like that as well. Liz decided she wanted to be passive aggressive, and she's saying in a confessional that she's still saying in a confessional how Alicia has never been homeless. And again, my problem with Liz is you keep saying you're sorry, you're really not sorry, but you're still invalidating this woman's experience. Like, if you can't say anything nice or encouraging, just don't say nothing at all. You do not have to protect her family. If she want to blow her family up, then let her. You don't know. If she's gonna blow her family up, then let her. You are not the protector of her family. Like, I don't understand. So Liz feels like Joellen has been showing up disingenuous in its entirety, because when she was with the ladies and their husbands, she was saying one thing, and to get in front of Alicia and to become the person that says, oh, your feelings matter, I'm validating you. Liz don't like that. So to her, that makes Joellen fake and phony in her eyes. And I'm like, is it? Or are you used to Joellen being chaotic all the time, and are you jealous about that? Just my opinion, but we'll keep going. So y'all, Miss Ashley arrives. Let me tell y'all, I love Ashley. Ashley is my top tier pure favorite, but I'm gonna call her Lil Prozac. Okay, because I feel like she need a half a piece of Prozac or something, because she came in, she hugged she was like, hello friends. She sat at the table. She was like, are you okay? Alicia had like a tear coming from her eye, and then she noticed kind of the tension. She felt the energy, and in her confessional, she was like, and I was like, here she go picking up people's energy, ma'am. You cannot do that. Like, this their battle. She notices that the energy was off and something was going on. However, you let that sit right there. You don't pick that up, ma'am. I feel like not Alicia. I feel like Ashley is very high strung, and any little thing would just send her to the moon. Okay. So there is this woman named Monique who is Rosie's best friend. I want to say she arrived, and we find out that she's really close with Alicia. So Alicia said if Monique was in a car with them, Monique would have shut Liz down. And I don't know if Liz is familiar with Monique, but when Monique hugged Alicia had been crying the time she got into the club. She had not stopped crying. She just kept crying. Even when she laughed, and she just cried because her emotions was high. When she hugged Monique, she hugged her tight and she started crying. And Monique was like, "Are you okay?" And she was like, "Yeah, I mean, no, I was, but I'm not." And Liz just kind of had that look like, this bitch. Like, that's how she looked. But she kind of kept it cute. And I just kind of feel like that comment that Alicia made, if Monique was in a car, she would have shut some shit down with Liz. And I'm like, why couldn't you do that with Liz? Like, I respect Joellen because she's not going to let Liz run her over. Everybody acts like they're scared of her. Everybody acts like they're scared of Joellen. And I really don't understand this whole, their whole dynamic. Like, just put the right person in there. And yeah, it annoys me to no end. So, was it me or when Rich started singing? I was like, Rich, please. What? He just wasn't my cup of tea, and he could have been y'all cup of tea, and that's cool. But he just, y'all know I'm a little ghetto. Y'all know I'm ghetto, okay? He just wasn't my cup of tea. And y'all know I'm ghetto to the fact where I be up here scratching my ear, scratching my arm, moving around, okay? Y'all know I be looking around. Y'all know I'm real ghetto up here. So, Rich, y'all know Rich ain't my cup of tea. All right. So Liz wants to go outside and smoke a cigarette. Joellen goes outside with her. They go outside and have a conversation. And Liz, I guess she insists on being an asshole at this point. She's still mad at Joellen because she feels like Joellen is being disingenuous. I get where Liz is coming from, but I also get why Joellen didn't pile on to Alicia like Liz was doing. I get why Joellen decided to validate Alicia in that moment. I think when she looked at Liz and she probably felt like, damn, you being an asshole. This your friend? You being an asshole to her? Like, and I felt like, as it relates to Joellen, she's looking at Alicia like she don't need that. So I'm gonna display kindness while and you do all this other bullshit. I don't know. That's my opinion, y'all. That's just my personal opinion. So they're still outside arguing. They go into the venue and argue at the table, which I felt like was disrespectful to Rich. It was disrespectful to his band, and it was disrespectful to Miss Rosie. Kind of like when they were at game night. They were disrespectful to Ashley and Jared. Like, all of that arguing and all of that was very disrespectful. But, that's the housewife game. This is what they do. So, Liz continues to be a dickhead because I want to say she tugged at Joellen's hair and she pushed her chair. And Joellen, she got up and then she left. I was like, you know what? I would have did the same thing because I would have whooped Liz's ass at that table. The Frank Sinatra show would have been over. They would have been handcuffing me, Cause Liz been deserving an ass whooping. I'm telling y'all, I think I'm about this close. I'm this close from cursing Liz the fuck out. I try to be kind on these reviews. Y'all know me. Y'all know I will gather a hoe. And this hoe she finna get it. Okay? So Alicia is with her family, and they are celebrating her daughter. And when I actually really looked at Alicia's daughter, they absolutely look like twins. So Alicia is the dance mom, and her daughter just won she won like the highest award like in a dancing competition. So shout out to her daughter. And then she had a flashback. Her daughter looked like she's really, really good, and I hope she stayed in it, and I hope she maintains it. So shout out to her. And so Alicia talked to her mom and her aunts about, you know, what's been happening between her and Liz. Immediately her family has her back. I think to a fault though. Like, they were like, Liz is jealous of you, and I was like, dang, y'all been knowing Liz forever. Like, y'all ain't neutral at all. Y'all just like, yeah, she jealous of you. It's like, oh my God. And even though her family was trying, I noticed this, and I hope y'all noticed this too. Even though her family was trying to shit on Liz in that moment, because you can't come for our family and you think we ain't gonna come for you, Alicia was still protecting Liz. She was like, no, she ain't like that. The aunt was like, is it something that she taking? And Alicia was like, well, I don't think she's taking anything. Liz stood and, you know, like, she's not doing any of that. And I'm just saying, like, Liz still, I don't know if it's because I guess she's scared of her, or she really respects her friend. And I can respect that. Yeah, you might be mean to me, but I'm not gonna let my family shit on you either. So kudos to Alicia. I also want to say kudos to Alicia for the way she showed up for Rula as well. Like, not being so quick to tell her about that video, or even telling her at all. And I think I said that in my last review. So Liz heads over to Dolores, and Kelsey joins them. So Liz explains to the ladies what happened between, what happened in the car with Joellen and all of the things. So, this, I hope y'all paid attention to this, because Kelsey said Joellen wants to be liked by everybody. And I was like, how phony is that? Because I feel like all of y'all are phony except for Ashley. And maybe Rosie. But Rosie has a little fakeness to her too. But Ashley is the only one to me by far that has been showing up genuine. Liz, I really think that she's putting 20 on 10. Dolores says that she don't think Alicia isn't strong-minded. No, your friend is a bitch. Your friend is rude. Okay? You and hold up, y'all, because for Dolores to call somebody Dolores, girl, you got some nerve to say somebody isn't strong-minded the way your head used to be all up Teresa's ass, so far to the point that you were Switzerland. Like, you knew who was wrong in whatever situation, but you never stood 10 toes down. And for that, I could never respect you. I used to like you, but I don't. And that was when I stopped liking Dolores. Like, that was my main reason. I'm just saying, you can't say that about somebody because you display those same behaviors. You have displayed those same behaviors. But carry on. Anyway, we get to Rich and Rosie. And we don't get much here, but they talk about Rich and Rosie having a baby. Rosie has some pause about having kids because she doesn't know how she's going to show up as a parent. Rich's dad tells her, she's going to be a great mom. He leans over and he tells her that. And the one thing I wanted to point out is that I love how Rich's family embraces Rosie. Like, they really have a genuine bond. And you don't get to see that all the time with families. So then we get to Ashley and Jared. I don't have much here, but I'm going to say this. Jared, in my opinion, keeps Ashley stressed out simply because he's acting like he can't make a damn decision that is conducive for his family. And the way he's always looking, like his eyes is always poking out, like he always seems like he's on something. That's just my personal opinion. And again, I could be wrong, and it's just because something about Jared is very shifty to me, and I'm just going to continue to stand on that shifty hill. Okay. We get to Kelsey and Joe Ellen. Joe Ellen tells Kelsey that Liz was berating her, not because she didn't take sides, but simply because she wasn't a good enough mediator. She asked Kelsey, where do you stand in all of this? And I was like, why would you ask that of Kelsey? Because Kelsey wasn't there. Joe Ellen also asked Kelsey, was she wrong? Again, that's not a question that Kelsey can answer because she was not there. That is a bad position to put her in. I just don't like this narrative where everybody feels like they're afraid of Liz or Joe Ellen. Like, okay. So anyway, Liz meets up with Rula. Liz continues to lie to us in our face and let us know she was dog sick. I don't believe that by far. I don't believe it. I believe that man is continuously making her sick with the lies and the cheatation. And again, you continue to remove yourself out of events because you don't want to ask anybody, you don't want to answer questions. You know that they'll come to you with things. And get those women off of your back. You can do it, but you won't, because you probably don't know how. Yeah. So whenever you come around, these women make their storyline about you, and it's time to not allow them to make their storyline. I mean, make your storyline about them, or however that goes. So yeah, like that's the main reason why you don't want to be around these ladies. But I feel like Bravo needs to do something about that. It's very evident that you probably don't need this little check from Bravo. It's probably very evident. However, you probably should get off the show, but it's still not going to solve your problem. That man's still going to continue to do the same thing. And you're still going to continue to feel as sick as you feel because you know what he's out there doing. And you don't like what he's out there doing, but you're trying to convince yourself and all of us that the man you have is a good man, Savannah. And he's not. So, but hey, enjoy the low life while you can. Liz tells Rula she was defensive because Joe Ellen was taking space to be the peacemaker. And that, my friends, is the problem. Liz is the one that wants everybody, she wants everybody to come to her for advice. She wants to be the guru of the group. And how dare Joe Ellen, who's the chaotic person that's in the group, because according to Liz, if we're going to break this down, according to Liz, Joe Ellen is the chaotic one. Joe Ellen is the messy one. I'm the peacemaker. I'm the glue. I'm the nucleus. I'm the one who keeps everybody together. Joe Ellen is not that. So how dare she come step in my lane? And that is what this is about, ladies and gentlemen. That lady is mad because Joe Ellen stepped in her lane. But you can't be the villain. You can't be the villain and the peacemaker, ho. Okay? Pick a struggle. Okay? Because you just shitted on your friend and you just mad because Joe Ellen checked your ass. And you needed to be checked. Because you knew Alicia wasn't going to do it. And I'm telling you, I would have gave you the palm. Okay? Right here to your face. Cause you really pissed me off. You've been pissing me off since last episode. Well, when y'all was out of town, wherever y'all went to you have been pissing me off since then. Anyway, she's now doubting Joellen's authenticity. And the only reason I feel like you're meeting up with Rula is because you know Rula has an issue with Joellen, which makes you even more fucked up. That makes you even more fucked up, and that makes you just as disingenuous as Joellen, in my opinion. So anyway, Kelsey meets with Bill. This is going to be really quick. Kelsey, you need to leave Bill alone. Bill can't afford you like that last man could afford you. Bill is insecure. Bill is jealous. He don't want you to be funded by this man, but he's not going to do all the things that this man is doing for you. So you can tell Bill to go to hell, but I'm sure you're not, because Kelsey, you're a bit of a pick-me. You are a pick-me. So you may not be a what she called you, a slummy pig or whatever, slam pig, but you are for sure a pick-me. Sorry, Edward. You are very much a pick-me, and you want to be the damn damsel in distress, which is why you're in the situation that you're in now, sugar. Get your shit together and stop financially dependent on these men, because when they're ready to drop you, they're gonna drop you and leave you destitute. Because it seemed like Bill is pissed off because you've been having him hang around, but that's not your problem. That's Bill's fault. He decided he wanted to wait around for you. So, but at the same time, you need to drop Bill and let him go about his business. He just don't want you to be taken care of by that man. But I assure you, once that ex of yours, once you tell that ex of yours to not help you out anymore, I can promise you, Bill won't help you out either. Mark my words. Don't do it, girl. Drop Bill. That's all I got to say about that. So then Liz finally meets up with Joellen. Liz still comes being passive aggressive. It seems as though Liz holds grudges. She says she's looking for accountability and an apology. Why, ho? I don't understand why you feel like you're owed an apology or some type of accountability when you need to be apologizing to your friend Alicia. And I mean wholeheartedly, talking about, I apologized 1,200 times. You apologize and then you took it back by saying, but you were not homeless. Girl. Anyway, Liz tells Joellen she took offense to Joellen being a peacemaker in the ride with Alicia. And that's what it boils down to. There's this pecking order in Liz's brain where Joellen is supposed to be the messy hoe. She's supposed to be the chaotic one. She's supposed to be the one that starts drama. And Liz is supposed to be the glue that holds everybody together. She's supposed to be the peacemaker. And the fact that Joellen came and decided to be the peacemaker in that moment, that ruffled Liz's feathers. But you cannot control how people comfort other people. You can't decide I want to be the peacemaker all the time and then I want to decide to be an asshole. But when the asshole decides to be the peacemaker, you didn't get mad. You can't do that. That is crazy to me. So Liz is definitely on one in my opinion. And she was like, so Joellen let her know, hey, you put your hands on me, you pushed my chair. And she was like, I put my hands on you, sitting there acting like you did not know what you did to that woman, and you did. Like, I also feel like Liz don't like correction. You don't like to be corrected. You're so used, I guess, in your friend group of people not correcting you and you getting away with your negative behavior that you're now taking it back. Girl, if you don't go directly to hell, listen, This is all I got. They dispersed. They called each other names. Liz got up and left because she couldn't handle it no more. I don't know. She's tripping. And Joellen called her a bitch. And this is where the episode ended. With all of that being said, y'all, this is your girl Kiwan reminding you to keep showing up, keep growing, stay true to yourself, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.